Dee and Gina from East Leeds. How does it feel for me? July 2023. Dee, how do you feel about trying to get dental treatment recently?
With the dentist, I'm not happy with the way it was left. The dental hospital said that I would need to get back to see my own NHS dentist to arrange to get a plate fitted. This was about 3 or 4 months ago now, at least, maybe even more. And the last time I spoke to anybody in my dental practice, they said I'm now classed as not having an NHS dentist. And so I've got teeth missing and my son's wedding next week. So I'm going to look horrendous. So I'm absolutely dreading it. Well, I've been told I'm not on an NHS list anymore. And so I'm trying to get in at a centre in Chapel Allerton. I don't know if I'm going to be accepted there.
It's the Reginald Centre that do a dental practice. But our GP, who we went to get the referral because that's the only way we could do it, said, why am I having to do a dentist's job? Because we couldn't afford to go private to get a dentist to refer her to Reginald Centre, which is what we'd have had to have done. We'd have actually had to pay a dentist just to walk in the room and say, can you refer us to Reginald Centre?
And for me to get teeth done, a proper plates, it would have been £1,000. Well, where's that going to come from? Because I don't have it.
Gina, can you describe your recent hepatology appointment?
When I had my hepatology appointment, it was a telephone consultation, and it was sort of just, we were rounding up all the results from everything, and the plan is now that when I go for the operation for my gallstones that I have to have blood thinners a month before. So now hopefully I can get referred back to the gallstone specialist I saw previously, and fingers crossed I can get the operation done.
What have your experiences been as carers for each other?
To be honest, Gina's appointments I haven't been able to get to because I need hospital transport, and all Gina's appointments, or the majority of them, have been at hospital, so I can't get to her appointments. So I just sit at home and wait till she gets back and tells me, well, they said this, they're saying that I need to get that done. So I'm not included at all in it.
For a vast majority of the appointments that I've gone with Dee to for doctors and dentists or anything, they are quite good. They will speak to me and also include me in asking the questions, because they know that they will not remember some of the stuff, and as a carer I see more. But we've noticed with a lot of the times when we're at hospital, especially if you've been in hospital staying in, or they won't ask me, they'll constantly say they want to hear from Dee. And I said, well, look, she don't know what's going on when she's going through a seizure or passing out. I'm the one that's watching it and seeing what's happening. So it's mainly the hospital that we have sort of the communication's not really good.
It was funny, actually, the last time I went to the dentist, she stopped talking to me, did the dentist, and she aimed everything at Gina, because she said, I know exactly what you're going to say because you frightened a dentist. She said, so I'm not telling you, I'm telling Gina, this is what you do with these tabs. If in 2 days you know better, you have to go to hospital. But she wasn't telling me, she was telling Gina it all. I suppose, actually, although I felt left out, I thought that it was quite good that they were speaking to Gina and telling her, right, she's got 2 days. If she's no better, take her into hospital. Because I think basically I was on the verge of getting sepsis, and I've lost a couple of friends with sepsis, so I don't want that.
What one thing did you value about your care?
My positive is definitely the outcome with the consultant from hepatology, the way, even though it was only a phone call consultation and I do prefer face-to-face, she took the time out. It wasn't a rushed call. She made sure that everything was explained very clearly to me, what was going to happen, how it was going to happen, and they had the planning process, and that we would also, if needed, she said, you can contact straight back to me as well. She said, we're not going away. You can always call this number and come back to us if there's any problems. So knowing that they are still there, even though I'm still waiting for the next part, it's just left me with a little bit more confidence that things will be okay and sorted.
Thanks to Dee and Gina for sharing their story. Produced by Healthwatch Leeds in collaboration with Lara.